do the same thing. Your hair looks really pretty.
Oh, thank you.
I
I've
use
been
some.
sweating.
You're sweating. It's funny. Um, yeah, it's been like a rough couple of weeks with like I don't know. Like it's been like I had like had my youngest home sick with the flu. Of course, we had
Oh
flu
my God,
B.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, we can't even be on the A team. We got to be on the B team. I joke. I'm joking. I joke. That's a bad joke. But like, so we've been dealing with that, and it just feels like I don't know. I don't know if I need to go on a vacation or if I need to like lock it down and just like not do anything, for like a little bit and just kind of like
You need a reset.
maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I had so many high hopes for 2026 and then January let me down and February has just been kind of a meh, kind of month. I'm like waiting for it to be over and I'm like, well, maybe March will be better. I don't know. Oh God, I don't know.
I
I don't
hope
know.
so.
Yeah. I did have a repeat client come through off a direct booking site,
Oh,
so that was exciting. They had booked me back in 2024 and they came back and booked me again.
very cool.
Yeah, so that was exciting. I didn't make very much money, but it was for like
Oh,
an
but it's
inter
a
it was
rebook.
yeah, it was like a repeat client. And so I
Yeah.
actually found them and went to their website and just reached out to them. Like it was for, obviously they're the only way you could contact them was like, as if like you were a client seeking out their services. And so I just put in the notes
Oh,
like, hey, like, so we'll see. I mean, that was a little ballsy, I think, and
it
it's
was.
probably
Yeah.
against like protocol for like the direct booking site, but I'm kind of like, we won't name names, but I'm kind of like getting away from that platform anyways. And so I was like,
Yeah.
well, if they're gonna book me again, I want to at least be able to give them my information somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel like that's like the natural
Totally.
order of things. I feel
Yeah.
like
Plus those platforms, I mean, you're gonna make connections. You're gonna network. So,
I think so. I mean,
right?
some people might poo-poo it, but I think that's like the natural order of things. It's like you get
Yeah.
on pay to plays, that's how you start finding auditions, that's how you start finding and building your client list. You get on
Exactly.
production rosters, you start,
Yeah.
I would never in a million years ever like reach out to a client direct if I booked from like a production roster. I feel like that's like a big capital N, capital O. But
Yeah.
like when it comes to like pay to play or like direct booking sites, um, I feel like it might be considered a little offsides, but like I feel like it's the natural order of things and think like whether it's the client initiating it or like we initiate it, I feel like eventually you do go off platform. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
Eventually you do. I mean, once you get booked, you do have to record and then, you exchange emails and source connect info and,
Yeah,
it's just natural. It naturally happens.
I think so.
Yeah.
So I had this epiphany because I have a day job, which is
Yeah.
like, we've talked about this. It's like parallel to like, the things that we talk about, in terms of like entertainment industry and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But so it's nice to have like a steady paycheck, but it's like weird being in the corporate world again because I was always working in a small town, family owned, like local business, in radio when I was, years ago, decades ago.
Yeah.
So it's weird to be corporate. And so like I had this like epiphany the other day where, we have like ways to communicate, like messaging boards or whatever, and we have like two teams, and so we have like one whole team where you can message, and then you have like little individual messages with individual people you work with, or like are just like smaller team. I don't know how long I spent. Did I tell you this already? I spent, maybe I did off the record, but with our last podcast guest,
Oh,
Stephanie,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
do you know how long I spent trying to choose a GIF? Not a gift, a GIF, GIF.
Oh, a GIF. Yeah.
A GIF. Is it a GIF or a
Yeah.
GIF?
Oh, I've heard it both ways.
Uh,
I call it GIF.
Tomato, tomato, potato,
Tomato,
potato,
tomato. Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
So I was
Yeah,
like,
you did.
I
You
was
did.
like, what the? like, am I
Yeah.
doing right now? I'm literally trying to respond to like someone else saying something in conversation, and it wasn't even like anything to do with work. It was just like a conversational thing, maybe about weather, could have been about food. I don't know. But
And
like,
then the moment passes, and then it's not as funny
yeah.
as
And then I'm like second guessing my comment with my GIF. And I'm like, what in the actual hell am I doing? Like, this is so dumb. Like,
you can't
why?
overthink it.
I totally like I overthink it and I thunk it, whatever. Like, I was like thinking about it and then rethinking about it and then thinking about it and then I stopped and then like I went back and did some work and then I went back and I was like, what in the actual fuck am I doing? Like,
No.
just make the comment if you're gonna make the comment, you know?
And send the GIF if you're gonna send it.
Yes, it was so stupid. Like, I don't even know why.
I think we all find ourselves in those situations where you kind of
Maybe.
second guess everything and you kind of second guess what you're doing.
Sure.
Thank you, sweetie.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. Um,
He's swimming and
oh, and it had his socks on. That's hilarious.
mom life.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I just thought it was hilarious because I was like, what in the actual? Like, why? Just pick a gift. Just pick a gift. Like, pick it. You're like the best. You send the best.
Oh, thank you.
Like you always send like the best. Like,
But there are times where I overthink it. And if I
yeah,
find myself overthinking it, I don't send it because then
that's
I have
smart.
to explain why I like, you know what I mean? Like in
Yeah,
our VO group, sometimes I'm like, oh, that would go great with this GIF. But then if I can't find it, I'm like, never mind, I won't send it because everybody's responding so quickly.
sure.
I'm like, it's gonna get lost in translation.
I think we all know. We all know. I
Yeah.
I have to check something really quickly because
Yeah.
I'm like, did I turn anything on the stove? I don't think
Oh
I
my
did.
God.
I actually
Go
burned another
check.
pot like this
Go
week.
check.
I
Really?
literally was making oatmeal and burned water. My oldest is like, "Did you really?" I'm like, "I like literally did. Like literally burned water again." Like no. I'm like, "I never learn. I never learn." Hold on one second. I'll be right back. I like swear. I'll be like
Yeah.
2 seconds. Okay. It's like I had to check the curling iron because I actually used some dry shampoo and then curled my hair today. And
Oh,
then
it looks beautiful.
thank you. You always say that, so I mean,
I
thank you.
love your hair.
Thank you. Thank
I
you. I
love your
love my hair
mermaid
too.
hair.
I love thank you. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the longest it's been in a long time.
It's
Okay,
pretty long.
so remember I was telling you about my son? He had auditioned for I
Yeah.
said off record. He had auditioned for like a pretty big like animated type gig. Like he said to me the other day,
Yeah.
he's like, I haven't I really am not really enjoying like the commercial stuff. He's like, I
Aw.
really do like the character stuff. And he's been working on a lot of that with like one of his coaches that
Yeah.
he meets with, like like a couple times like a month or whatever. But he auditioned for this character, like two like kind of big animated projects
Wow.
um and yeah, you obviously I can't say what they are, but
No.
one, they like actually were interested and said, so I was like, are we shortlisted? And our contact was like, I'm not sure, but just send me your avails. So we sent
Yeah.
avails, and then she was like, okay, you're for sure shortlisted. Like, I need like for sure avails, like with specific dates. And
Yeah.
so we had, it's like, and then I didn't hear, and it went for a while, and I was like, oh shoot.
Mm.
And then
Yeah.
they like ended up going in a different direction. I hate when they say that. We're going in a different direction. And I was like super bummed, but my kid was like, he was like, okay, whatever, cool, whatever. I was like, okay. And then
He's like, I'm doing something right, mom.
he's like, I'm whatever, he is like, and apparently they did say like
I'm gonna move.
they're gonna keep them, in the back of their, like obviously they were interested in if something comes up later. But I was just like, I think I was more disappointed than he was.
It tends to happen. I mean, he's your kid, he's your son. Obviously, you want him to have the best um experience. And you've
Sure.
been in that position where you've been shortlisted and it doesn't go through. And it's a bummy feeling. Why would you want your kid to feel that? So it's understandable. that you feel that way.
I
I
know.
don't-
It took me like I'm getting better at like sort of getting over it, I guess I would say. I'm gonna check my email because you obviously you got the Zoom link.
yeah.
So I want to make sure because our guest is not here yet, so maybe he's running a little bit behind. Oh well, we'll just keep going.
Sorry. I wanted to move because there's a window there and eventually there's going to be people and I don't want
Oh,
it's going to be a distraction.
oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it happens. We're just gonna keep going because hopefully our guest is a little bit late, but hopefully he will come. So
Yeah.
I sent the email and he confirmed, so we'll see. Uh I had another, so like remember I had just said that I had to leave to go check to make sure I didn't have anything on the stove, and I had to also make sure I had my curling iron turned off.
Yeah.
I had an like I had another biking situation. So
Oh my
like
God.
I know. So my husband always says, the man babe always says, like, wear like protective goggles. And I'm like, I don't like them because they kind of like wrap around. And I don't want to wear sunglasses because I just don't want like a tan line. Because I do bike, anywhere from 3 to like 7 miles. I call it road biking because but I'm like in my neighborhood. I don't go on like any major roads. I really should be geared up, right? Like I
Right.
should like if I'm doing this on a regular basis, not just going for like like a stroll on my bike like
Yeah.
down the road. Like I'm like using it as an exercising tool.
Yeah.
This time I was like, "Oh my God." I was riding my bike. Did I tell you this? I was riding my bike and I was going really fast. I was listening to some like I don't know, Pantera or Rob Zombie or
Oh man.
something
Yeah.
like heavy
To
hitting.
get you
Yeah,
motivated.
and
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let's go. Like and I was kind of having a conversation in my head, and it kind of comes off of like some of the like heavy feelings that we've gone through in the last like month, from losing our close friend. So I was like, all right, bring it. Like I was kind of having one of those moments where I was just
Yeah.
kind of working through some stuff. And then all of a sudden, I like loop around and something goes thunk, like right in my eye. And it started stinging. And I like had to stop, pull over. Like, so I wasn't in the middle of the
Oh
road.
my
Again, this happened
God.
and it like was in my eye and so I was started to use like a water bottle to try to like rinse it. I couldn't get it. I was like, oh my God, like what is this? It was like stinging my eye. I was
Oh my
probably
God.
so I got home and I literally had to I have like a eye rinse, so I was using the
Yeah.
eye rinse and it was like literally stuck in the white part of my eye. Then I got it down into like the lid, like down in like the bottom, and then I like almost got it and then it went right back up and then it was a nightmare. I had it like I had to use a Q-tip to get it like out. And then it was like a mess. And so I had to call like the telehealth doctor and they gave me
Oh
some
my
like,
God.
ointment to put in it. And I ended up having to go to the eye doctor. But it's a good thing because I needed to establish with an eye doctor. But like lo and
What type
behold,
of insect was it?
well, I saved it and I brought because it was
Yeah.
hard. It was like a tiny little
Oh
like
my
black, it
God.
looked like a sesame seed.
Okay.
And so I saved it in such a dork. I saved it in like a Ziploc bag with the Q-tip
Uh-huh.
for reference. And
Yeah.
the tech
We
that
need a picture.
I don't know if it's gone. Like I
Oh
wish I
yeah.
should have taken a picture. I'll have to look because maybe I sent it to my husband, maybe I can find one. But I sent it to like I brought it and so the tech like that, the whatever, I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah,
before
yeah.
the eye tech before you see the doctor was like, "Oh, that looks like a no-see-um." And I was like, oh, well, I guess I saw the no-see-um in my eye. Like I was like, what the actual fuck again? Like literally, like I've had so many what the actual fuck
Oh my
moments in the
God.
last like month. I was just like, what in the actual? And so, but it didn't scratch my eyeball. Like the doctor like was able to look and did the whole test, and I'm good. Because I need to see.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it would be nice to see. They say that when you feel that your life is falling apart, it's like that storm before you get like all this peaceful, beautiful energy coming towards you. So hopefully it's just that and your storm has passed.
I'm prepping. I'm like, yeah, I've read something about that before where like it
Yeah.
feels like your life is falling into pieces and like you're kind of like having all these what the actual fuck moments and then and then something good
And then
happens.
rebirth. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
Kind of like the
hopefully.
Phoenix.
Fingers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to give less fucks, like coming off of our conversation with Stephanie Novell. I'm trying to like give less fucks, like literally, because it's like I know that
It's too
we
much energy
yeah, it is
wasted,
too much energy. It's
right?
very too much energy. It's a lot too much energy. Um,
By the way, I challenged myself to say 60 fucks and well, it wasn't happening in an hour. And I realized that most of the time I say shit, and
shit.
that's the word that my son has picked up.
Nice.
So he doesn't say fuck, but he does say shit.
Nice. I think my kids say all the words, but I've got, an almost teenager and I've got a
Yeah.
20 something and they're already on their way to making their own personal choices of words. Choices like but it's so weird because it's like your whole like the whole mom vibe is like like you make all the decisions from the very beginning,
Oh my God,
like,
yeah.
and then eventually, like, they turn 18 and then you get no choice. Like, you have no choices. They're doing everything that they want to do in the way that they want to do it. And going
And you
off
just
of
get
that,
to watch.
yeah, and make suggestions. I do make
Of
suggestions,
course.
and then I always give the disclaimer, like, well, this is my experience, and I'm just sharing it with you. So take what you want, and then throw the rest out. Or like, I did have a moment though with my oldest where he actually, called me from college and was like,
Oh.
"Yeah, you you might have been right." And I wasn't like, but I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll take it. Like that's a
Yeah.
win.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Do you actually say, here's a disclaimer?
I do. I literally like,
Okay.
and there's been a couple times where my oldest is like, I remember having a conversation walking down the beach when he was much younger, like, but of age to be able to have like a conversation about like, things that would be maybe coming up, because I
Yeah.
don't feel like I need to hide things from my kids and maybe I overshare, but like I'd rather overshare than not involve them or like not tell them
Right.
about stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's worked out in my favor or it's worked out in watching my kids grow and mature and they're
You've given them a
making
safe
yeah,
place.
yeah, making better decisions, maybe
Yeah.
breaking generational like bad choices. So
Yeah.
I don't even know where I'm going with that, but like and I remember him saying like, wow, mom, I can't believe you're actually like having this conversation with me. It might have been about drugs and alcohol, like I was
Yeah.
just like I have like a line that I always say, like stay away from the hard drugs and stay away from the fast women, like it was something stupid like that. So it's like kind of like funny because
You need a bumper sticker with that.
this is how I'm mom. Stay away from the hard drugs and the fast women. Actually, like disclaimer, like crazy fast women. So, I don't know, but yeah, that's
Uh,
that's that's all I got.
I,
But
I think that's beautiful. I mean, and the fact that you give them that trust and they can call you up and say, you know what, I think you were right. And that takes a lot of guts to call your parent up and say, you were right.
yeah,
That's a lot of trust in you.
yeah. It's interesting, and I think I said this off record before, and I might have said it before too on the show, but like,
Yeah.
it's weird being a parent to a child that like I think is like an older soul than me.
Hmm.
If I know it sounds a little woo, but it's like I recognize that like he's so much more grounded and of course you want your kids to be better than you. Like that's like
Right,
the
right, right,
ultimate
right.
goal of your parent, like parenting, at least me. Like I want
Yeah.
like I would like to hopefully watch my kids grow and develop and evolve and like have their own like I feel like they're on their own path. They're not really like they came through me. They're not really example like they're like pieces of me, but like they are
They're
their
not an
own.
extension of you,
Yeah,
like per
they are their
se. Yeah.
own. They're their own soul, their own. They have their own path. Like
Individual.
I'm just
Yeah.
here to guide and suggest, and like you know, they're not like not extensions, but what do I want to say, like they don't reflect on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like I
right.
feel like
Yeah.
they are their own people, and that could
Yeah.
be controversial, I guess, but whatever. So, um, I forgot where I was going with this, but it's weird because he is like an older soul, and so I
Mm.
and way more grounded and way more confident and has it's neat to watch your kid grow into a young adult. That's what I want to say. It's neat to
Mm.
see that. Is
That's
is
beautiful.
Yeah, because you worry so much when they're little and you're young, and there's so much, and then and then they get older, and then you're like, oh, bye, see ya. Okay, have a good time,
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I got, I mean, I don't know. It's just it's weird. And then I have one kid too that my middle that I'm like he's probably gonna be around hanging out for a while. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. And my youngest is already planning on leaving, so he's just like as soon as he can, he's probably gonna be out
Oh,
there. He
wow.
actually said to me today, he was like, I wonder what it would take to be an astronaut. And I'm like, I don't know. So he Googled it. He's
Wow.
like, oh, okay, well that doesn't seem so hard. I'm like, you can be whatever you want to be if you want to be an astronaut. That's cool. I support you.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Does your son ever say that?
Oh,
Does,
yeah, of course.
yeah.
He said this is his plan. He has a plan.
Oh,
So
good.
he's gonna become a professional tennis player.
Yeah.
And once he decides he wants to retire, maybe a couple of years before he makes the announcement, he's going to be an engineer.
Oh, very
And he's
good.
going to put his own office and hire other scientists to create new things for the world. So
Well, I love that.
I'm like, okay, that that sounds great. But he has it's so extensive. Like his plan is so extensive and he has little pinpoints and everything. I'm like, cool,
Yeah. That's very
great.
cool. I think it's 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 interesting because I think that our parenting styles might be similar. It's you
Yeah,
if they're interested in something, you put them in it. And if they're not interested anymore, you just,
you
you
take them
find
out.
something else.
Yeah.
You take them out, you do something different. And my youngest was like, "Well, I'm not really into anything right now." And so I have a lot of free time. And I was like, "Well, would you like to brainstorm on trying to find some things? Like how about tennis? Like you're talking about tennis or how about golf, And
Yeah.
those are I feel like lifelong sports. Don't you
Hmm.
think? I mean, I
Yeah,
feel like they are.
they are. They are.
Yeah. I feel like you could do tennis and golf till you're 90. I feel like
Yeah.
you could do it forever.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can definitely do it forever.
And
Forever.
but he's like, no. And then he likes to draw. And I'm like, well, how about a drawing class? And he's like, no. I'm like, well, okay, well, voiceover it is. That's what we're doing. That's what we're and then he admitted to me later, he's like, how you think your kids like something and then later down the road, I'm when they get older, they're like, yeah, I didn't like that at all. I'm like, what? Karate, he did karate for ever, for
Oh no.
and he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. I just did it because I thought you wanted me to do it. I was like, no, that's
Oh.
not what, that's not at all the way I want things to, to go.
Yeah. So he hasn't found his niche yet. I mean,
No,
he will
I,
eventually.
well, I think too, there's I remember when my first was younger, I always felt like I had to be doing something, and I don't feel like that anymore.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like you can not do stuff. I feel like people are overly scheduled.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm overly scheduled,
Are you?
Jozlyn. Yeah. I am. I have no time to breathe. I don't sleep in. I am overly scheduled. Definitely.
Yeah.
Even Saturdays. I still wake up at 5:30 in the
Oh my
morning
God.
because I gotta be out the door by 7
For tennis?
for no, it's it is sports, but it has a specific name. It's like coordination and something else. But
Oh,
yeah.
okay. It's like a training, in
Yeah,
order to be better at the sport that you're yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah.
Like conditioning and coordination or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I think,
So
yeah. That's funny. Today, I was mad because my one of my dogs that I always because dog mom life, kid mom life stuff. She woke me up at 7:55 and I told my husband that today's the day I'm sleeping in. I'm not doing anything. And he's
yeah.
like, "Okay." And he shut the bedroom door and so she was right outside the door and she barked at 7:55 and was like, "Nope, you're not sleeping in any longer. You are getting up."
She's like, get up, mom.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
something. Oops, sorry, that was my microphone. The table's too slippery for the base. My chihuahuas, what they do is, if I wake up, they ignore me. If Dante is not awake, if my son is not awake, my dogs will ignore me. They
really?
wait until he wakes up for them to start their day.
Oh my gosh.
And I can
That's
call them and open the door for them. No,
no.
they look at me and go back to sleep.
He's the alpha.
Yeah.
He runs your pack.
He does run our pack.
That's
I mean,
funny.
when like he's even gotten up in the middle of the night and he'll come over to our bed, right? Along with the dogs. Like
Oh
they
my God.
follow him.
So then you're like, you've got a kid and some dogs and yeah,
Yeah.
yourself and your husband. Yeah.
Yep, yep. We're all in there. All
Oh
of
my
us.
God. My husband actually like with being sick, like the man babe or whatever, like I was
Yeah.
sick as well as like my youngest recently. So he went to sleep in our like an extra bedroom because we've got or my oldest is not living. He's like he lives in his own apartment. So he went and he's like that's the best sleep I've ever had in like 20 years. I'm like, me too. I'm like, you
Yeah.
weren't waking me up with your snoring. I like actually slept the whole night. I think maybe I got up once to go to the bathroom and like I went right back to sleep and I wasn't like woken up by your snoring. And there's
Yeah.
no kids in my bed because they're all too big, like they're all too old. And like the dogs are not, they don't sleep in the room anymore. Like they sleep out in the family room. So I was like, oh my God, I actually like slept through the whole freaking night. Like it was amazing. I'm like, you could stay in your own room. I'm like, dude, that's your room now.
Yeah. It's a great idea. I mean, I've had that a couple times when Abdu's been sick. Like he'll like
Yeah,
move somewhere else so he doesn't get me sick. And I love it. I love it. And my aunt, who is like way older than I am, she's like, I don't get the whole like sleeping together. Like, why?
yeah,
Why? Why would we do that to ourselves? Like, I sleep fine now that he has his own room
own
because
room.
her children are also like a lot older and
Yeah,
they've moved out of the house already. And she's like, we sleep so well. Like,
right.
it's amazing. It's
I
amazing.
I literally said last night. I was like, I had a glass of wine. I was like, you know what? I'm like, I've slept better in like in the last few weeks
Yeah.
in like 20 years, like since having kids. Because it's like the whole like
Yeah. Yeah.
pregnancy and not sleeping, hormone,
Babies,
yeah, babies and all that stuff.
toddlers.
Like, and
Yeah.
I have like my kids are spread out, so like I feel like I didn't sleep for like 10 years straight, like literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um. Even after they're here, like I feel like, we always had a kid in the bed or, whatever, they're waking you up. But I was like, this is the first time in the last 2 weeks I've slept better in 20 years. Like it's like amazing. And then I was like, I think the older generations that like, I think they're onto something. I'm like, I think this might be the
Yeah.
natural progression of like
Yeah.
a mature, healthy, long-term marriage and relationship. Like maybe you have to sleep separate. I was like,
Exactly.
it's a
I
conversation we
mean,
might have to have. We stumbled into it. Like,
we did. I'm
you
before
can
in
come visit me.
sitcoms,
Like, you
like
can.
yeah, we can visit each other. We'll have a sleepover.
No, it's not sleeping over. Like, it's a visit and then you can go. Like, there's no
Oh my
staying over. I'm just joking.
God. Maybe, right?
Maybe,
If he
maybe.
plays his cards right.
Yeah. I mean, I think like everything evolves, right? Like we all need to pivot and evolve. I
Definitely.
think like we've talked about
Yeah.
this too in our business, like taking a full-time job. You have like illness or, things that come up in life, or like
Yeah.
maybe you go down one path and then you end up like in a different path. And I remember an old friend of mine from high school's mom saying to me that relationships are like almost like a radio wave. Like, like sometimes you're
Yeah.
like more closer together and then
Mm,
sometimes you're like out here, and
yeah.
but you always still come together and
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, it makes sense. I
Yeah.
right now, my husband's traveling. He's been traveling for the whole week. And like I miss him, but also like during the week, I was like, well, this isn't so bad. But I also
Yeah.
do miss him. Like
Yeah, I know. It's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling. I think like I had this other conversation with like my neighbor. I was like, I literally have been with my husband under the same roof with my husband longer than with the people that brought me into this world.
wow.
Right? So I left when I was like
Yeah.
17, 18.
Yeah.
And so we'll be married. We've been together for, well, we met in '02. So we've been together for what, 24 years? I think we'll be married for 22 years. So I'm doing the
Oh
math
my
right
God.
because it's 2026. Yeah, is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Math and me like doesn't really work. But so like
Wow.
we've been together for like longer
Longer.
than
You've
anyone
lived with him longer than with your
the pe-
parents.
yeah, the people that brought me into this world. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's just
That
like a
is
weird thing.
it is weird.
Yeah, it is so weird.
Oh my God. I've never thought about it like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, he probably knows me better than my those people, at this
Yeah.
point. I
Yeah.
mean, he's seen like the evolution of me, like longer and more, like through more stages from my
Mhm.
mid 20s into like where I'm at now.
That's crazy. Yeah, it is. It's a nice perspective because you're absolutely right. I do think me personally, like my husband does know me a lot more better than my parents. Um and sometimes my mom will come over. The other time she came over and she said something and my husband turned to her and no, Gabby's fine. Like she's gonna be fine. Like she can handle this.
Oh, wow.
And my mom was like, no, but no, it's okay. She can handle it.
Yeah. That's the nice feeling. And so yeah. I said the same thing to like to the man babe. I was like, you are like unconditionally like my person.
Yeah.
Like we had a rough point, like I would say like a
I
few
mean,
years ago.
what
Like,
relationship doesn't?
yeah. It was like that's a whole nother conversation. Like
Yeah.
nothing happened, nothing was done,
Yeah.
like nobody like nothing like that. It
Yeah.
was
Of
just like
course.
a weird disconnect and like we've had to weather through some things, but we were always on the same page and always like once the storm sort of passed, we were like, still like on the same platform. But this time it was a little bit different but now we're fine and it's like, wow, we made it through talking about the storm, like
Yeah.
we made it through and like it's just it's interesting, because I think that all too often people just kind of bail on things when they get
Oh yeah.
hard. I
Yeah.
do think though that it's important to pivot in
Yeah.
business, in life, and like and letting go of friendships and letting go of relationships that like there's more negative than there is positive. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's I feel like that's important. Um,
But like you said, like if there's more negative than positive, then okay, fine. You can like separate, you can pivot. But if there is more positive than negative and you're just going through a rough patch, I mean, relationships are very hard because you take two individuals that grew up completely different
yeah,
under completely different circumstances, and now they have to interact and create a new family. It's like
yeah.
it's weird.
Yeah. And then
It's
you have
weird.
like the extended family you have to deal with
Yeah,
and all those relationships that like now you've inherited and then like
of
you've
course.
got bring in kids or
Yeah.
you bring in dogs and you have a house and you have bills and you have life and you have like this whole world, which is like that's a whole nother like
Yeah.
what the fuck,
Yeah.
actual fuck. So I mean it's like it's an it is I think there's like a statistic that like 50% of marriages don't work out, I think,
Hmm.
or something like that. I think my oldest said that. He was like,
Wow.
yeah. And he's on the whole like I'm not getting married bandwagon. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
was on that one too. And then I was on the I'm
I
not having
remember
kids.
that one. Right? Me too. Me
Were
too.
you?
Yeah, I told my parents, I'm never getting married. I'm never having children.
And then look at where we're at now.
Yeah.
Um,
It happens.
it is I think our guest has forgotten us, but we're just gonna keep moving and then we're gonna do our little
Did we
fun
get a
question
name?
because you are on location and you are taking time out of your time with your
Oh, it's
family
fine.
and
It's fine. It's
um
fine. I'm only like I said, we're here to say goodbye to a friend of my son's who's going back to Canada.
nice.
And it turned into like a pool party, so
Oh, I love that.
it's fine.
It's finally warm enough here for us to even like
Yeah,
consider going to the pool. It's been so cold this like whole
it's
winter.
been
It's
so
been
cold.
so it's not like the best at all.
You know,
Um,
the other day I was thinking about all the guests that we've interviewed and um that feeling of having finally having made it that term. I don't think you ever get to that term, right?
what do you
I
mean? Like
think
with
it just in general, like in
yeah,
acting and everything.
yeah,
Um, I think once you're like we can see it and from the outside and think, oh, they've made it, they've gotten that, they made it. But to them, it's like, okay, great, I got this gig. Okay, what's next?
yeah,
I got to keep going,
yeah, yeah,
and that takes a lot of pressure off. For me, it did.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think we're all works in progress.
Yeah.
Like I think that like you think, oh, if I could just do this, and then you do it, and you're like, oh wow, okay, that wasn't as hard, or that was a labor of love, or but I made it, or like that wasn't as hard and I got there faster than I
Yeah.
thought,
Yeah.
and then or like you end up in a different direction, right? And
Yeah.
then you're a part of something that you never expected. Like on camera for me, like I never that was not a dream, of mine, and then it until it was, right? And you've had some of that experience too yourself doing on camera work. But you're right. Like there's always that like, okay, well, now that I've made it here, and I feel like that's that mountain analogy,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like I'm gonna get to that cliff and then that ledge and then get to that ledge and then you're like, oh,
Oh, let me go higher. Yeah.
yeah.
Or
So
let me go this way. Yeah.
or maybe you're not going up anymore. Maybe you're going over. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or
Different path.
yeah, or
Yeah.
maybe you decided that you need to climb down a little bit to like because what you thought was better or the next thing wasn't exactly what you were looking for. So maybe you need to
Exactly.
like pivot or
Yeah.
climb down a little bit. Yeah, that's interesting that you said that. And I think that we're all just kind of like winging it, Like I think some of us maybe are a little bit more planned out than others, but I think like also taking that pressure off yourself and just like, you got to enjoy it.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy auditioning. Like I really do enjoy auditioning. And before I was nervous. I was overthinking the
Hmm.
audition and I was pressuring myself to get as many auditions as I could,
Yeah.
right? Um and now I'm just having fun.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. That's
I'm not
important.
even thinking about it. I'm like,
Me
and I
too.
get shortlisted and I'm like, "Oh, well great."
Cool. Yeah. And then it's just
Cool.
like, okay, whatever. Yeah.
Like I
That's
appreciate it because I know how many auditions they have to go through and listen to,
hmm
which is nice because it tells me like, oh, you're doing, it's a thumbs up, like you're doing something great. So
yeah. I think that when we first got our demos, because remember we were demo ready together and
yeah,
then we had our demo launch
demo
or
launch.
release party or whatever together and like I too reflected back on like that period of time where I was like, oh, it's go time, right? Like that analogy of like
Yeah.
now we've made it up to the top of the high dive and now we've jumped into the pool. Now we have all this
Yeah.
swimming to do. But it's like I remember taking that pressure off and, pivoting and getting a full-time, you
Mm,
know, job. So I have regular income coming in. And then it's like I don't feel that pressure to like have to like be auditioning and doing 20 auditions and like but I did think about like how many auditions am I doing daily? And
mm.
and throughout the day, I probably am doing maybe like 10 a day.
Wow. Yeah.
Like maybe not every day, but definitely
Yeah.
and then but I'm also being more particular and maybe more like I'm shying away from pay to plays, more focusing on production rosters and then things that are being sent to me by my agents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
and then the other day I had I realized I hadn't gotten auditions from one roster,
Did you
super
reach
highly
out?
secret roster. No. She all of a sudden I got like four in a row. And I
Oh,
went back into the
wow.
folder that I save all my auditions
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
then
Yeah.
and put them in an email folder so that I can go back and I was like, when's the last time this particular roster sent me any auditions? And it was like in the fall.
Oh,
It'd been
wow.
a minute. I mean, unless
Yeah.
I didn't save one. And I was like, oh, okay, but the feeling of like what you're talking about, that feeling of like stress, pressure, like being on this roster when I first got on it and the auditions I did versus like it'd been a little while and then I got four in a row. I was just like, fuck it. I just had fun. I was like,
Yeah.
that was all right, and then I really took into consideration of the fact that like it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't
Mm.
I'm not even editing breaths out anymore. I haven't been editing breaths for a long time.
Yeah.
Now I think it's like a thing, like
Yeah.
you leave in your breaths and like, it sounds like I'm saying breasts, but I mean breath, 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 not breaths.
Now
I'm
that you
leaving my
said it,
breath,
I'm gonna it's
not
gonna sound like that in my head. Breaths.
so yeah. So anyways, like yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
It's like saying breasts with a lisp.
Yeah, like, why do I have a lisp all of a sudden? Like, what in the hell? Actual hell. I have, okay, so wait, I'm just gonna pivot really quickly because we're
Okay.
gonna wind down.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the fun question. I want you to go back and have fun with your impromptu pool party.
Okay.
What, okay, so I've got my sticky notes. Like, coming off of the holidays, you order packages. Like that's how I do all my shopping. I don't actually shop. I don't go to a store. Very rarely do I ever go to a store. I'm an Amazon junkie. Like I'm fully committed. Like,
Yeah.
um, why? Why do they put the packages outside the screen door and pile them up outside the screen door? Like, because I have an area between my main door and my screen door, so it's
Oh,
like a screened in
yeah.
little area, like doorway.
Yeah.
And most of the time, they'll open up the screen door and then they'll put the
The
packages
packages in
in
there.
like near the door and then take the picture. But like there's been a couple different times, and I don't know if it's like the screen door is like stuck, so they think it's locked and they don't want to like break it. But like, why would you pile it up like in front of the screen? Like, why wouldn't you just like set it over to the side
To the
so that
side.
like why?
You're
Like
locked in.
I was like I'm like packaged in, like if you're snowed in, I'm like packaged in. Like I can't get out my screen door, so it's like I like
They want to see you crawl out your window.
I know, right? They want to see me like have to go out my garage, open up my door, and then really shamefully like grab all my packages.
Like, oh man, like, damn it.
Look at her. She's getting all her packages.
She's so feisty. Let's put some more there tomorrow. Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't have I'm not in the similar situation because I have the guards in front, so they just leave all the packaging with
Oh,
them.
they leave them at like the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I just pick it up.
Oh my God, you're funny. Um, I am also obsessed with um all the social, oh, this is the last one. Social media recipes. Like all recipes, they're
Oh
on
my
Instagram.
God.
Like
I
like
have a
I
folder that says recipes and it's all the Instagram ones.
well, I want to get that app that you can like there's like I now see like that there's an app where
There's
you
an
can
app.
actually I think there's an app that you can actually download and actually so that you can save the I think because like I actually
Oh my God.
I will copy the
Yeah.
Instagram like post and send it to my husband. He's like, "Why do you keep sending me all this stuff?" I'm like, "Because I don't want to lose it." And then like, or I'll send it to my middle because he's my foodie and like I'll be like, "We should make this." And he's
Oh
like, "I."
yeah.
So he has Instagram so that he can actually open up the stupid like posts that I'm sending him. Half of them don't work out. Like I should like
Really?
I'd say at least half. So it could be a me problem, like it could be like a error in
Okay.
an error from the cook side. But
Yeah.
also some of them I think they make them look better than maybe
Amazing.
what they really are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And some of them are like the whole like one sheet mom
Oh
dinner
yeah, yeah,
thing,
yeah.
or
Yeah.
like, this is something that my kids aren't going to throw on the ground. I think one of the social media like content creators says. And he's pretty funny. So,
Look, I'm gonna show you one that I did it yesterday. It's by this content creator. I'll give you her name in a minute.
yeah.
And they cook Italian dishes. Like they're Italian and they tell you like this is Alfredo pasta. This is how to make it. And I made it yesterday and Dante, my son, was like, "Oh my God, it tastes so good."
Ooh,
It's
oh,
like we're in an Italian restaurant.
I need that because my kids love
Yeah.
Alfredo. I don't eat Alfredo, but like they love like Alfredo.
Instead
So
of butter, I did use ghee.
I don't have ghee. I should get
You
some
don't,
ghee.
you should ghee.
I gotta
Yeah.
get some ghee. I gotta get ghee. I got
Dea in cucina. That's that's what
well,
it's her Instagram. Yeah.
send it to me. Okay, so all right, so our guest is we've been ghosted by our guest, but that's okay. Maybe I'll reach back out to him. Maybe we can reschedule. But it
Yeah,
was always fun to like hang out with you.
it is.
And I want to get you back to, we needed this anyways, I feel like. I
Yeah,
think we needed like, I wish Angela and Lloyd were here, but Lloyd is,
I know.
he's off in
Yeah.
LA doing the LA thing and I'm so proud of him. And then Angela is busy. So, she was like off, like, she was having her own like Gabby adventure, like all around the United States. So I can't wait to talk to
Yeah.
her a little bit more and find out about her adventures. But let's do the fun question. And let me pull it
Okay.
up. So you pick the number. We'll put you on the
Okay.
spot. You pick the number.
Let's choose number 17.
Okay, I almost passed it. Hold on. Oh wait, I think we already did 17.
Okay, okay. Then the number what number? Between what and what?
It goes one to like, I mean, it goes to like all the way into the hundreds. So
Okay. 117.
117. Okay, good, good, good. Okay. Let me scroll to it. Do you have any other chaos?
Oh, I did get my ears pierced. I think I told you.
Yes.
So that one. I mean, this one was already
Oh,
pierced, but
you
that
like
one.
the second hole.
Yeah, the
Nice.
second hole.
Oh, did you do it yourself or did you actually
Oh
go
my
to
God,
like a
no, I don't
professional?
have
Okay.
the,
The
yeah, no, nor the balls,
yeah.
or the balls. Like,
I saw like a social media content like
oh
creator
my
like
God,
actually pierce her ears. I was like, I don't think I have my
I
second
can't.
and I think I have a third, but like I don't wear anything anymore. I just wear these little studs in my first hole. But I had my nose pierced, obviously. Would you ever pierce your nose?
I did think about it when I was a teenager, and
Yeah,
then what I did was I wore a rhinestone on my nose
yeah,
for like months to see if I liked it. In the end, I didn't like it. Like I wasn't in love with it.
sure, sure. Yeah.
So I didn't end up but the whole like ear piercing thing, I was traumatized by the Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan. So I can't even look at when they pierce my ear. Like I can't even look.
No.
No, the lady was like, do you want to see? And I'm like, no, no, turn this chair around. I don't want any mirrors.
It's not even that bad. It's just a little tick, right?
True.
It's one of those
I
things
was
where like you
traumatized.
get it in your head and you think it's going to be more than what it
I
really is and
overthought
then
it. I overthought
yes.
it.
Don't overthink your don't
Don't
over we're,
overthink
no,
it.
no more overthinking. We're just going to do. We're just
We're
doing.
just
This is the
doing.
year of doing
Exactly.
like with confidence and calm and like with no like not giving a fuck about it. We're just doing
True.
it. Yeah,
We're
we're
not
going to
gonna give
let
a
it go.
fuck.
No more fucks. We're going to have
Oh, my
less
first fuck.
fucks. Shit, fuck. We're going to just Okay. Anyways, that's a little reference back to our previous podcast that
Yeah.
already aired. So, okay, so let me go to the fun question. Okay, 117. What plot of a movie would you most want to live out? I immediately went to no, I immediately went to Ghost, like with Patrick
Oh my
Swayze.
God.
That
That's
just popped in my head.
tragic.
I don't want to do that, but like, I mean, the Band-Aid probably would. I mean, now that we're living in separate rooms, but like, that just popped in my head. Like that's just a classic, like live
It's
out.
a beautiful movie, but I don't want that for your life, for
I don't
your
want that
husband to
either.
pass away and then have this
Well,
woman like come to you and tell you like, "Oh, here your husband's around here."
no,
But you're
no.
also gonna, he's gonna kill you. He has a friend who wants to kill you and
I was thinking about the pottery moment, like when
Oh,
they're doing the
okay.
pottery
Okay,
together.
so it's not the whole movie. It's just like a
No, just
scene.
like a scene. It's just a scene, like the pottery moment, like just like where they're making pottery together. It
Oh.
turns into this like sensual thing. Like
Oh, okay, then that's beautiful. That's cute.
okay, another movie scene that I love is Lady and the Tramp. It's my favorite movie. It's my favorite animated
Oh,
movie where like
yeah.
he goes and gets
The
the spaghetti and then they're
spaghetti.
eating the spaghetti and then they end up with the noodle and then they kiss. Like that. I love that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, so if it's like that, it's just one scene.
Hmm.
I would love a scene from Moulin Rouge.
Really? I don't think I've seen that
Yeah.
movie. Have I seen that movie?
You've never seen that movie?
I don't think
I
I've
mean,
seen
it's a
that movie.
musical. It's a musical. So I think I would love to be in a musical. Like I just love acting and singing. Those are my two things, right?
Yeah.
So I would love to do either their love medley or the last scene, their
I-
last number.
Is it an animated movie too?
No,
No, it's not. It's just
not that I know of.
is it? Oh,
Hmm.
Moulin Rouge. I'm thinking of something
Now,
else.
now,
I'm probably thinking of
yeah,
something else. Awesome. All right. Well, that would have been a good question for our guests tonight.
yeah. Also, another scene
Yeah.
that involves dancing, the Titanic scene when she's like downstairs and they're dance. The
Yes.
party scene. Oh my
Yes.
God, yeah,
I love that movie. Like I love that movie. I still
yeah.
remember I can vividly remember going to the theater in my hometown with my best friend from high school and like with like I saw it on the big screen, like
Yeah.
so like I love that movie and Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God,
It
yeah.
was like a
I still
heartthrob.
remember it too. I mean, I don't know why I was there because I was 7. But I
Maybe
was
you went with
there.
your mom?
My parents took me. We saw it on the big screen. I was
That's,
7. I was traumatized, and
but you
that's
love
a lot of. But
yeah.
I enjoyed that dancing scene. The other, oh, and you have your thermo. The other scene, the other scenes like towards the end. Do you
Yeah.
remember how it was like when it came out on the VHS tapes, it was a
Yeah.
two-parter?
Was it? Yeah.
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 So I love the first part, right? The
Hmm.
dancing scene, everyone. The second part, I couldn't take it. Like as a kid, I always made me feel very scared, like seeing
Yeah.
all that panic and
Yes.
it's very traumatic.
Yeah, it was
I don't
really.
know why my parents like took me, but
I mean, I think I was thinking about this today too because I was thinking about all the different movies that like I might have seen when I was younger and like especially like horror movies that like and I was thinking to myself like I hated watching them and like why were we under the age of 10 at
watching
sleepovers
them.
watching these
Yeah.
like horror movies? Like where were the parents? They were sitting in the kitchen having wine and hors d'oeuvres
Having a
and
good time.
playing
Yeah.
pinochle and like hanging out and we were down in the basement watching like terrible well
Oh my
some
God.
some
Yeah.
people
The Exorcist, the Blair Witch Project.
yeah. I'm thinking Jason, Freddy. I mean, like I watched The Shining with
Yeah.
my
Oh
mom.
my
I mean,
God.
like, I
No.
mean, it's a classic. I mean, like, I think
Yeah.
I also watched The Shining in the movie theater, like in
But you were
college,
too
like around
young.
Halloween, but I was older. But like, yeah, Jaws. I mean, I watched Jaws
Yeah.
with my youngest. He's like 12 though, and like I was like, this is classic. We got to watch this. Like, this is
Yeah.
a classic movie. It's considered horror. And like, I watched it young, under the age of 10, like for sure, like young.
Yeah.
Shining, Jaws. Like, I was like, why? Like, why?
Why?
Why are we watching these movies? Like. It was the 80s. Everything happened in like,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think back and look at our nutrition and I'm like, yeah.
Pop Tarts and yeah, Pop
Yeah.
Pockets.
Yep.
Sunny D and
Sunny D. Oh
Hi-C.
my God. Sunny D. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Twinkies and Ho-Hos and like all kinds. They still have all that junk now, but anyways. All right, it was so good to see your face and like hang
It's
out with
good to
you
see you too.
and go have fun with your impromptu
Oh.
pool party. I almost said poop party, but pool party. Tomato, tomato. All right. All right. We'll have to like reconvene. Maybe we will reschedule our
Yeah.
guest and
Yeah.
we'll have to
Definitely.
get Lloyd and Angela on and do a little like update with just the four of us.
Yeah.